All right. I am Nikki Osborne, and I'm a comedian. How did I get into comedy? Well, they wouldn't let me be a weather girl because you can't say fuck. So I was like, fuck, I'll become a comedian. Now, I realised that because I was a trained actor and I ended up in sketch comedy, but I was getting frustrated because I wanted to rewrite everything. And I went, hang about, maybe I should just do stand-up. So I started doing stand-up. Best thing I did, because now I get to do everything and it's great. What was I doing before comedy? Well, for a few years there, I was in drama in Sydney, like a wanker. Then I got plucked out of obscurity by Eddie Maguire, and he gave me a show to host on Channel 9, Quiz Mania, and that was where I learned to ad-lib, because I had to ad-lib for hours on end every night on live national television. Then Mick Malloy called me and said, hey, I want you on our sketch show. And I'm like, great. So I did sketch comedy. Then I started writing sketch comedy, and then I started working with Kinney and that tribe. And then I went, you know what? I'm just going to do my own thing. So I started writing stand-up and just doing it. Yes. There is alcohol as part of your contract. So you literally turn up and they go, what drink do you need? And you have no uniform, you wear whatever you want, and you say whatever you want, and that is your job. And the better you get at it, the more they pay you for doing less of it. So that's the best part. And also when you get a really good laugh. Yeah, that too. It's all about the craft. My first gig was a 1-hour show at the Melbourne Comedy Festival called On the Spectrum, which was protested against, petitioned against. The mayor had to write a letter on my behalf. The festival they requested that they shut my show down before it began. It sold out. It made international press. I had protesters, bodyguards, and got moved to a bigger theatre for opening night. It was kind of baptism by fire. I went, you know what, if I can do this, I can do a 5-minute set. I'm right. So yeah, it was baptism by fire, and my 10th ever gig was at the Opera House. So it was just like, and yeah. Oh, probably my most painful bomb was at the Athenaeum, and I was following Arj Barker. And I just hadn't planned my entry right. You know, sometimes I'll just feel it, see what comes. And it just didn't come right, and then I couldn't recover. And it was shit. And I walked off and went home and just felt really bad for a week until my next gig. Who do I love? I mean, Catherine Ryan, the Canadian, she cracks me up so hard. I do love Ursula Carlson. She does make me laugh, even though I'm not a lesbian. Who else do I love? I do like Jim Jeffries, and sometimes I am likened to Jim Jeffries, but the female version. But I don't know if it's the good bits or the bad bits. And I love Jimmy Carr. Yeah, and I love Lindsay Webb because I just watched him absolutely slay this woman, this heckler, and it was great. He had a line for everything, and she kept coming. She came back about 20 times, and he came back 21 times, funnier. Yeah. Highlight of my career was doing stand-up at the Opera House. That was awesome. On the 10th go, that was amazing. But no, I was invited back. That was the highlight, because I was considered a bit of a flash in the pan, and then I had to dig in, and I did my tours, the Adelaide Festival, all of that, the next show with my show Bad Barbie, and that was hard. That was hard because I didn't have all the press and all the hype. So I was flyering, I was doing everything that everyone else did. And then I was invited back to the Opera House, and I killed it again. And I was like, I've got this. Yeah. Advice in comedy. Oh, you've just got to have a tight crew around you who really believe in your brand and keep fanning that brand so you don't get confused and caught up with what other people are doing. So just fan your brand and stick to your shtick. Yeah, sorry, I know I should say, just get your hours up on stage and do all of that, but it's such a commercial world we live in, and people hook into the smallest thing and then they just invest in whatever that brand is that relates to people. So find what people will invest in you and hook into in you, and then you'll build your fan base from there, and then you've got a captive audience. Yeah. Next for me in comedy, I do believe that my show Just for Laughs Uncut just got greenlit for a second season. We were meant to be doing it in Montreal and we can't go. It breaks my heart. But so I'll be hosting that, and we've been told to go harder, which is great. As for live comedy, I think we're rebuilding and we're taking what gigs we can because you can't plan. I was meant to be recording a 1 hour special now, and I couldn't. So that kind of hurt. But then again, the universe tells you what to do, so maybe I just need to work a little harder on my craft, and then it'll happen, and when Corona fucks off. Feels very serious. I feel serious. Yeah, fuck's sake. Yeah, so that's me in a nutshell. You can find me on Instagram, Nikki Osborne Official, or on Facebook, Nikki Osborne. Do the one with the blue tick. That's more interesting. The other one, my private page, I just whinge about politics, and you probably won't like me anymore because I may be on the wrong side. Watch Just for Laughs Uncut. It's being rerun at the moment on Channel 10, and it will be coming back next year. And I'll be doing gigs around. I'm doing a half an hour headline here at the sit down not too long away. But and look out for Bush Barbie. I do Bush Barbie all the time. She's going gangbusters. So if you like Bush Barbie, she'll flog you some dingers and you'll have a laugh. Yeah. All right, that's it. Bye.